take control of your financial life. Now, what do I mean by that? Here's what I mean by that. 20+ years living in the training entrepreneur space, whether it's real estate, a Subway franchise, and seeing all different walks of life, people with different jobs, and lending for 27 years. I kind of have a snapshot of what things could look like if you enter a new sandbox to play in. So what I need you to understand is take control. So just simply take control of your financial life. So I have yet to find, in 20-something years of doing this and all different types of business owners, I have yet to find a financial freedom sandbox to play in that's better than real estate. So what I need you to understand is this. I don't know where you're at right now, but I would like to take you to a whole different level. And I would implore you and beg you to just simply look in this particular sandbox to play in, real estate investment. All these different businesses that I've worked with over the years, everyone has their growth ceilings, their struggles, you name it. But I haven't found one that makes you more money faster and also helps you keep more of your money than the real estate investment spot. And let's be like transparent about things. In today's world, I think everybody knows and understands this. No matter where you're at in your life cycle of getting to where you want from a financial freedom standpoint, people live longer, okay? So as months and years roll by, people start living longer and longer because of all the breakthroughs in technology. What does that simply mean? Why am I saying that? Because I need you to understand that you may need to build a bigger nest egg, a bigger back end financial freedom landing spot than what you originally thought. Also, too, things cost more, especially in today's marketplace. So things cost a little bit more now. So what do we do? What do we do to put ourselves in a position to get to that finish line a little bit faster? Again, I'm coming to you from the RV. There's no way on earth that I could do that unless I fine-tune what my business outlook and goals and financial freedom goals look like through real estate. What do I need you to take away from this? Here's what I need you to take away from this. There's no better time to start than now. You can make chunks of money. There's so many different ways in real estate that you can make money. So whether you've been doing this a long time, I've trained 25,000 of you, or you're just getting started now, what I need you to really resonate with is this, is that some of you that hear this and say, you know what, you're right, Jason, maybe I need to reassess what I'm doing. Some of you just want cash flow. And so there's several different ways to cash flow in real estate. You can do a regular rental. You can do an Airbnb. You can pay cash for a property and then market it to the general public, saying, hey, you don't need a bank loan, just come to us and we'll finance it for you. So you can have hands-free cash flow because you're the bank and you don't have to worry about tenants, toilets, taxes because you own or finance the property to somebody. You could buy land, own or finance it to someone else. You could rent out a portion of your property. So there's so many different things that you could do. You could lend out private money to another investor and collaborate with other people in your marketplace. But why am I saying this? Because I need you to understand that no matter what your financial goals are and how fast you want to do this, or what your timeline is for yourself personally to get to that spot of where you can wake up, grab a coffee, and just drive on the open road or do whatever it is you want to do, understand that real estate should be at least a part of that journey and that vehicle that gets you there. So we just talked about cash flow. You can make chunks of money. You could buy a house, do some fix up, but I'm not talking about tear out the whole house, start from scratch, put new wiring in. You could simply do paint, carpet, kitchen cabinets, and put a property back on the market and make 50, 100, 150 grand. And so you can do it that way as well. You can simply write a contract and sell the contract. So there are so many different avenues that you can pursue that will put cash in your pocket, put you on the path to financial freedom. But what I wanted you to know is that, like, take control of this. So no matter what spot you're in, whether you're just getting close to the finish line and you're saying, you know what you're talking about makes sense. Why don't I just put my toes in the water? Or you say, hey, I want to go in full force and I want to collapse my timeline. Jason, I'm on a timeline that's 15, 20 years in the making. I want to collapse that down to 5. There are certain things that you can do to get there a lot faster. What I want you to also resonate with is that you can do it a lot faster than you think. So traveling and speaking for 20 years, one of the exercises that we take people through is, hey, if you want to take control of your financial freedom, what is that number? What is that number where you would say, hey, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. This is what I'm going to do forever, and I don't have to wake up and worry about bills anymore. So we do an exercise where we work in reverse. What are your bills? What are your bills to live? And also, like, if you're just having fun as well on a monthly basis, not just scraping by, what does that number look like? And then we back into it. So what we do is say, how much cash flow do you need to make that happen? And then once we understand what that cash flow is, then we divvy out that cash flow to different vehicles of real estate. So here's where I really want you to kind of create a new spot in your brain and really think about this so that you can actually springboard this into some action. So let's just say it was, hey, you know what? If I could get to 10 grand a month every single month, I would be done. I would start planning more trips, and I would do this, that, and the other thing. Well, then you could do $250 a door, meaning every property gets $250 cash flow, and then we just divide that out, right? So every 4 houses equals $1,000. So you would need 40 houses, right? Then you beat your 10 grand. Or again, when we do these exercises, what if we told you to get to that 10 grand a month, it might only be 3 Airbnbs. So what we do is we start teaching you, hey, you know what? You could evaluate every property that comes your way, every opportunity that comes your way, not just for a rental. Would this make sense for an Airbnb? And you may find that, wow, between 2 to 3 to 4 houses, you're at your 10 grand a month. So where you thought you needed 40 houses or 40 doors that you managed, which to a lot of people are like, yeah, that's why there's not sex appeal. What if it was only 4 houses? I bet that would change your mind. What if I told you that something, and I know when I say this for some of you, it'll be blasphemy, Jason, I can't even believe you brought that up. What if I told you that you could also deploy a strategy to where, again, you could do all of these, one of these, none of these, but just think about it, create a new spot in your brain. What if I told you that you could go online right now and find a single wide mobile home, hear me out, a single wide mobile home where somebody's giving it away, like for 2 grand, 3 grand, 4 grand. And let's say to put paint and carpet in it, because that's all you would pretty much do to a single wide mobile home. Let's say that was 3 grand. Let's say you're all in for $6,000, $7,000. Okay. Instead of you renting it out, which right now I know most of you would be like, well, I'm not going to rent it out. You know, that level of client or tenant would be a problem. I didn't say to rent it out. Don't jump to conclusions. Hear me out. What if you're all in at 7, 8 grand and you advertise it as owner financing? Hey, own this mobile home on your own. And you advertise it for a 2 grand, 3 grand down payment. Now you're only 5 grand into the property. And what you do is you finance it to them for $500 a month for 72 months, because people who want to own their own property and or mobile home will pay a premium for that if they don't have to go get a bank loan. They may not qualify for whatever reason. They might get paid cash. Who cares about that? We'll talk about that later in a different video. Okay, but hear me out. Where you needed 40 houses on a regular rental, then I said Airbnb. Airbnb, you might only need 3 or 4. You might take 3 grand down and $500 a month. After 10 months, you're free and clear on that mobile home. And they're going to pay you $500 a month for the next 72 or the next 60 something months. Think about that. That is cash flow. They own it. You don't. You're just the bank. Anything happens with the property, they're responsible to fix it. And if they don't pay you, you just advertise it again and find somebody else to put into that property. But you might only need 10 single wide mobile homes to get you to 5, 10, 15 grand a month, just depending on how much you have into it. But you could be free and clear on these assets in less than 12 months. What if you did that 10 times over, folks? So the reason I'm saying that is, think of this. Take control of your financial future. Do something to be your own boss if you're not already. And just realize that there's so many different avenues that you could pursue to make money. But my favorite one of all time, and I've taught all different types of businesses. I've taught business growth. I did that for 9 years. So I see all different types of business owners, entrepreneurs. Nothing makes me money faster, and nothing will make you money faster than sharpening the sword in the real estate investment space. So if you want help on that, clarity on that, or you simply just want to reach out to us and we'll help you work in reverse and tell you exactly. It's fun to wake up with clarity, knowing exactly how many assets you need to control and have to be totally free. We can help you work that number. Take this, take some notes, watch it again, share it with your significant other. We want you to be free, and we want that vehicle to be real estate because there's so many other net tangible benefits that I didn't even talk about. So you want more information, just hit us up. 2-Day Blueprint. Just go to the number 2dayblueprint.com and fill out a form. Talk to us. We're here to help you. See you soon. Can't wait for you to be free. Join us in the middle of nowhere in the RV. Find us if you can.